Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be comparing and contrasting the Bob Ironman stroller on the left and the Bob Revolution stroller on the right. You might be wondering, why do you have two of the same strollers? Well, that's a different story and I'm kind of crazy. So we won't get into that right now. But this is for all of you who might be wondering, what's the difference and which one should I buy? Just as a general comment, both of these strollers are extremely well built. They will last you for years. I bought them both secondhand. They're amazing. I mean, I think they're both like 10 years old or something, but they don't even look it, they don't feel it. So these are a great investment. If you can buy one, used, if you can buy one new, that's wonderful. But if you can find one used at a good price, even better. So both of these have these steel frames. They have shocks on them. They both have tires with inner tubes, so you do have to pump them up with air. Haha, pump them up. And they both have this cover that has these little stripes. These little gray stripes are reflective, so they're great for visibility, and they are great for just going for a walk on uneven terrain, whether that is a street or a sidewalk full of cracks and potholes, or if you're on a trail. So there is a trail behind my house. Parts of it are gravel, and both of these do really well on it. So let's go ahead and get into some of the differences. Let's start with the Ironman on the left-hand side. This is the yellow stroller. So you can see it is, the main difference, other than the color, is that the front wheel is fixed. And so that means that the front wheel doesn't move, unlike the one on the right-hand side. So this is really helpful for being on that uneven terrain in the gravel, and it will not move at all. So you have tons of control, your kid is super duper secure, and it's not gonna move. However, it is super annoying when you are in a grocery store, at a farmer's market, if they still have those during the pandemic, anywhere crowded, or even walking in my neighborhood. It's super duper annoying because, let me show you. Okay, if your stroller's front wheel doesn't move, you can't turn it like a normal person, okay? You have to lift up the front and then turn it like this. And if your kid weighs any more than like 10, 15 pounds, you're lifting 10, 15 pounds plus the weight of the stroller, which is more than that. So that is super annoying. I would not recommend this stroller for crowded cities or crowded areas, or anytime that you don't want to lift up your kid and turn the wheel. Now that we've talked about the fixed front wheel, let's talk about some of the safety features. Here is that sun cover. It's really great. I put the elephant in here because this is kind of similar to the size of my kid right now. I think the elephant's a little bit bigger, but in the Ironman, on the inside, we've got these two mesh pockets. It's also the same on the Revolution, but the harness system is a little different. So this is more similar to your car seat, where you've got a chest strap as well as the little clips into the bottom. So this is what it looks like. So it's very similar to a car seat. You do the chest strap, and then I guess they're the crotch straps. I'm not really sure what they're called, but kid is super duper safe. I've definitely done some maneuvers with this stroller where like the stroller was sideways, not quite upside down, but it was intense. And my kid was totally fine. She was just strapped in. She thought it was super funny. So that is one of the good things about it. Both of these have windows so you can see your kid in them. So let's go back here. So you can see elephant just fine in there. The other thing about the Bob is that it's got this handbrake back here. So this controls two brake pads on the front wheel. And then they also have this strap back here. So I would recommend, walking or running with this around your wrist, because what happens is it can control the brake. So you lift it up, can move around, and then, if something happens, like you fall over or something, God forbid, if it's down here, then you can pull it and it'll stop the stroller. So those are some of the safety features. I think those are the main ones of the Bob Ironman. Now let's talk about the Bob Revolution on the right-hand side. It is blue. They do come in different colors and you can take your pick, but color does not affect performance or anything like that. So the first thing you'll notice is that the Revolution's front tire moves. This is wonderful. This is really great for maneuvering anywhere. But if you find yourself on uneven terrain and you want more stability, there is this little lock here. So you can do that and push down. And now it doesn't move. So it has to lock into place and then it stops. So this is super duper helpful for, when you find yourself on a gravel trail that, it's the front wheel is just wiggling around too much, you can adjust it. So I'm going to unadjust it because I like the swivel front. All right, footrest for the baby. And then here is a different doll. So you can see it has these mesh pockets on the side as well. And the harness system is not quite as extensive as the Ironman. Remember, the Ironman was very similar to a car seat where you had the chest strap and then the crotch strap. On this, it's all one piece. So if I press this button, these two sides come out. And so it's just, one click and then another. It's super hard to do one-handed, so we probably won't spend too much time on this. But anyway, you get the picture. It's just one click to get the kid in versus the Ironman, it's 2 clicks. And then it also has that same visibility window here, so you can see I don't know what kind of animal it is, but it's some type of animal. And then it has this padded handlebar system, just like the other one. And then the brake is actually down here, so there's no, oh, there's an extra, oh, hey guys, I didn't even notice there's a mesh pocket back here, as well as this one here. Wow, the things you don't realize until you're filming a video. Okay, so right now the brake is engaged and that is this red item here. So if I want to unengage it, I use my foot to kick it up and then do that. All right, so we're gonna move it down. All right, this is not a strap to hang on to, okay? It doesn't link to the brake like the Ironman does. See that? This is simply for when you want to fold it up and store it. And I don't even use it because, this thing's massive and it's super duper heavy. So when I'm lifting it in and out of the car trunk, it's like I kind of want to scream, but these are amazing for that durability. And I also bought this little carrier thing. So it says Bob on it. And it's basically a caddy. You can put water here and then there's a zippered pouch. Oh, here's some mittens for baby in there. And it keeps it nice and waterproof. So if your kid is goofing off with something and you're like, oh my God, they're gonna drop it and we're gonna lose it forever, you can always store it here or in one of these mesh bags because apparently those exist. And then they both have these baskets on the bottom. So they aren't huge baskets, but they will get the job done. The other comparison between the two is that the Ironman is a bit skinnier, you can see, than the Revolution. Here is my measuring tape. We've got it over the wheel there. Whoop, nope, that tire and this one. So it's about 21 inches wide. Wait, nope, can't measure. Yeah, it's about 21 inches, correct. And then if we look at the Revolution, there it is on one tire. It is about 24 inches edge to edge. The Bob Revolution is a bit wider than the Ironman. That's something to consider for if you are really athletic or, based on your general needs. And then let's look into how to collapse these two. They're pretty similar, so let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, first step to putting the strollers, like folding them up, is to remove your children. And in this case, we're gonna remove the animals. Okay, so this one, and put you guys up here. Okay, Actually, let's turn these around to be easier for you guys to see. There are these two red tabs here. What you want to do is squeeze them up, and this will fold over. And there's also this red handlebar here. Okay, there you go. So you have to push it up. So this is, all right. There it is. It takes up a lot of room. I drive a Prius. This takes up the whole trunk area. So it is not a compact vehicle. And if you're taking it out of your car, just grab it and then shake it out. And there it is, good as new. Now for the Revolution. It is very similar. It has these two little items, little, I guess, tabs. Push them, hold them up here. And then there is a red, kind of, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's this red thing here. Basically, do that. And this one, since the, whoa. All right, so that is what it looks like when it is folded. I'm gonna grab the other bob. And this is what the two of them look like folded up next to each other. So these have very dirty tires on them. As you can see, I've taken them out. The fixed wheel, it sticks out a lot more. So here's a side profile view. You can see the Revolution doesn't stick up quite as much. So something to keep in mind for when you are, folding up this stroller, sticking it in your trunk, pulling it up, that kind of thing. Okay guys, well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you guys have any questions or comments about these strollers, feel free to pop them in the comments below. Thanks so much, see you soon. All right, when you guys are ready,